Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. We are ready for our first class trial. We have our suspects in mind.
Deadly class trial.
Let's start with the mystery of why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that... No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this no matter what. So the class trial is finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. Ear-tainting rudeness? You will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, your classmates will speak with one another without any breaks. To reveal, alright, we know that part.
Yep. Use your truth bullets. Truth bullet during the investigation. Reload it with a truth cylinder. Use the left stick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. Alright, here we go.
Make your argument. Alright. You have the knife. Gaps in floorboard. Blood stain under the table.
Okay.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
No, because the bloodstain under the table.
Why?
I'm pretty sure.
Obviously, by hiding the body, they tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
Yeah, I know it's that one. Huh? What he just said was strange. It clearly contradicts information I know.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
Yes!
I'd be sad if he didn't do that.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
She's so
Kyoko.
mean, but it's like in a funny way. I think
I know.
because she's so small.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
What if he was the one who put the night vision maybe he went underneath there for the night vision goggles.
But why? Why were they under there? I know the knife was taped
No,
under
I
that.
bet no, I'm wrong. That's not true because the night vision goggles were in that case. So he grabbed them out. He saw someone going underneath the table for something. Cuz that knife was taped under there.
Oh, yeah.
So the lights go out. He goes into the case to get his night vision goggles. Sees someone going underneath the table, is like, "What's the deal?"
Oh, I'm wondering if he wasn't the intended target.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
No, because it wasn't the closest table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason Byakuya dove under the table, if it's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, then... Apparently it came from the Duralumin case. Alright, None of that helps. I'm pretty sure it's that one. But it doesn't feel right, but I feel like that's what it's related to. Right?
Try it. It's either that or it's a knife.
But I think that's wrong. Okay, that's fine. The reason Byakuya dove under the table is connected with what Byakuya was doing during the party. Byakuya during the party, that doesn't really help.
These are the Duralumin case. He was protecting the case.
No.
Okay. Apparently we're bad.
Yeah, man, I was feeling like so good about this too.
Is it the knife?
This seems what Byakuya was doing. He wasn't doing anything during the party.
He was eating.
Ah. No. All right, I feel dumb. I don't get this one.
Is it the knife?
Let's do
It's
the
the
knife.
only thing that was under the table.
I can prove it with this.
That makes 0
It
sense.
probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Nope.
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
The night vision goggles.
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment.
It makes me mad that I figured out 99% of this, and we had such a hard time with that one part.
For example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
Yep.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial.
Thanks, Monokuma.
During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot, but from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there will only be one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be false. Ooh, interesting. Not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone in your influence. All right, that's fine. You'll fail, so please be extra. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's not actually anything new. Never mind.
Yep. Make your argument. Knife, bloodstain, gaps in floor.
Holy crap.
Jeez. It's gonna be the night vision goggles, though, I have a feeling.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
Okay.
That sounds correct.
If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Ham Hand must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black. It was so dark I couldn't see my food.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong.
wrong. No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
If he was using those night vision goggles we found under the table, he could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
That would make the most
Your
sense.
reasoning is out of focus.
What? Did we just get...
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Were you surprised by Mahiru's sudden argument?
Yes.
I was also surprised. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called a rebuttal showdown. Oh. You have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the left stick. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonal. This is weird. Skew towards it, and in the bottom right corner of your screen, a number will display it, so the sharpness of your counter is displayed.
I don't get it.
I think so.
Okay.
This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please... Alright.
Okay.
For a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. They will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. Please refute. Oh, okay. Got that. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth bullets, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. Oh, truth blade.
Truth blade.
I'm sure the person in charge of contact you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. Alright. Don't you think the change in feeling is important?
Okay.
Hello?
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I don't understand.
I don't understand this.
Just a little bit more, I can draw something out
If you
next
just
time.
use common, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Oh,
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
oops. I screwed up. I found a hole in your argument. I'm sure Byakuya brought the night vision goggles. I need to refute...
Because
Okay.
if they used night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Oh,
Allow
you
me
have
to
to
cut
cut it.
through those words. No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Oh boy.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case,
See it?
key.
Yeah.
since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
No, wait, that one was unlocked.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
No.
No.
Would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Oh, good
Ooh,
God.
you totally mean that in a perverted way.
The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles, too. No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove it with the duct tape.
Tonight's main dish.
Oh, God. All right, let's go with that one, clearly.
I see!
I've got it.
I
There
got
was
it.
duct tape left under the table where the body was found.
Huh? Duct tape?
They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Oh, we're gonna have to reveal the
Now
note.
that you
Yeah.
mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
That's right. Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that a murder could occur because of the murder threat.
I can prove it with this! Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
definite possible murder.
Hey, the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies!
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
I see. His strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
I don't think so. The killer.
I don't think so either.
Is it really one of us? Who is it?
Horror movie. The killer's one of us.
Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark.
It was that paint.
And because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table into his hands.
It was Byakuya Tugami.
I see!
Not like I got it
Glowing
better.
Paint was the mark. With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They sure did.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
Nope.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
I am not the killer.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
He's acting strange. I still don't think it's him.
Yeah.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout? No. Is that really what happened? No. Blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots. What? Agree spots? When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Please fire truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. Press the start button. All right. Wait, was there something, another way I had to fire, or is it just shoot it? Whether it's whether I'm shooting at a yellow or a blue.
I don't remember some of these accounts.
No.
I remember the bathroom thing.
Since Peko was in the office, She could have caused the blackout at any time.
No.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office.
Doesn't
Not even before the blackout.
Chiaki's
What happened
account,
to your guard duty?
I think, confirms that.
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the...
Is there a place we can... Yeah, oh, perfect. Oh, no, that's not the
No, it
one.
wasn't the one. It was... Who else's was it? He's the one that talked about the bathroom.
About the bathroom. And who was the other?
Teru.
Oh wait, I think didn't his account say something about it? I don't remember. Alright, I guess it's gonna be I'm wondering if it has to do with the
Clearly a
bathroom.
desperate excuse.
But I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony.
Since Peko was in the... She could have caused the...
That's impossible.
Huh? Why?
Because I was not in the... Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
We consented.
Yes. Good.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
And yeah, it's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
Yeah, the bathroom.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started, and it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
She sure did.
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark?
Oh,
Did you
God.
get excited?
Seriously, stop it.
But
Thanks,
still,
Hajime.
your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
Oh man, he's
Yeah.
actually on the ball.
See, that might have happened.
Or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Embarrassing posts.
It's gonna be the party dishes, I think, right?
I would think
Did
so.
you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Whether Pecco's stomachache was a coincidence or someone intentionally caused it, we need to clarify that first.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't think anything else goes with it.
don't remember
But like
eating
that
anything
doesn't
weird.
jump out to me as.
Now that you brought food to the op just a little bit from...
There might have been some lax.
Taro cooked a...
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Really?
I thought it was the other one.
Oh, you think so?
The one with laxatives.
Let's think about this one more time. Really?
Did you eat anything?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Oh, because we're saying no. Yeah,
Just
it's
a
the
little
party
bit
dishes.
from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine. Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Cease this bickering.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
I don't think it's a coincidence.
We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us. Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how that blackout occurred. And we will discover how exactly that blackout occurred.
I think it's the air conditioners.
Oh, definitely. Overloaded air conditioner. We got this. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.